We'll just use them as anchors if we have to.
Currently, Chance is trying to fish for the dragon turtle with Nolan.
Dragon turtle bait.
Yes. Okay. So
Baylor's in heavy armor. We can use him as an anchor.
yeah.
Do the freaking anchor thing from either Pirates of the Caribbean or Battleship.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Definitely. All right, Artek, we live.
Yes, we is.
Oh God, help us! I don't know what to do. Well, welcome everybody, and to another fun-filled night of what the hell are we doing on an island?
The fun new game show.
Where players win wonderful prizes like monkeys and dragons fighting and
More like monkey shit.
The dragon turtle turns.
last session. We all had a lovely visit with a very old Elena, who, had the hots for chic.
That's an understatement.
And gave us some other very cryptic prophecies. The question for y'all is, are they true prophecies or just the ramblings of an old mad woman?
Yes, we all got prophecies. Yes.
With the exception of Artek. The only thing we know
He's only slightly
definitely
salty.
The only thing we know definitely about old lady Elena is that she has the hots for chic.
She's very affectionate.
You guys spent the night on the island. You heard strange noises out. Next morning, you discovered basically very large chicken tracks going miles into the jungle, and then disappearing. About which time, as y'all head back, you have two dragons that were fighting above your heads. At that part, the party made the firm decision of retreating, which was probably the best idea.
GTFO.
And by the time y'all got back to the boats were already in the water. The captains were saying, "Fuck y'all! We didn't sign up to have no dragons over our heads." But y'all managed to get on the ships. Anything anyone wants to add from last session?
I think that pretty much covers.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Nope.
she called Chance Little Cub. I'm pretty sure he missed it.
I'll have to go back and double check that one. But I believe I probably did miss it, and
We have that power now.
we have that power. And on the Sheik and all that, our lovely cleric did manage to get two of our characters talking to each other. Somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Begrudgingly. Well, by one. The other wants to talk and never wants to shut up.
Speak of something.
So we'll take off with this session with y'all on your boats. I take it it's the same lineup as last time.
Well, you can guarantee whichever boat I'm on, I'm right at the main mast, huddled up in a ball.
And
Fire
probably gripping it with all your claws, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, some pirate queen you are.
Fuck Pirate Queen. I don't know where she got that shit.
Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. I mean, literally, just look at this over here. You look over and there's Chance trying to pry her off the mast.
Well,
Just
that
look
works.
over the edge.
That does not work with someone who has an irrational, almost phobia about water. An irrational dislike, almost a phobia about water.
How does she stay hydrated? Is my question.
She doesn't drink water, apparently.
By drinking just enough water or finding whatever fluids she can, safely drink or whatever, but
It's called rum. That's how she's pirate queen.
There you go. Rum, grog, whiskey. So we will take it off from the boats. You're noticing something this time. That the captains are not doing a straight course back to the mainland. They're sailing a few miles southeast and then immediately turning and sailing a few miles northeast. So it's more of a zigzag pattern. Anybody who decides to check it out, they'll notice that they're trying to sail into the wind. I'm sorry, did I break up there?
No, you said something about sailing into the wind.
Yeah, they're trying to sail. I mean, they're not going to be able to sail exactly into the wind, so they're having to make a zigzag course back.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So they're okay.
Okay.
So they're trying to use the wind to get everything. Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Actual sailing shit.
Actually, sailing ship. Yep.
Gotcha.
That makes better sense.
Like I've always said, words are hard.
Yes.
Given y'all's knowledge of boats and the limited amount there is, you know that this is going to take a lot longer getting back to where you came from than it did get here. So as y'all settle in, the day goes by. And goes by and goes by. Occasionally you'll see a dolphin jumping up alongside your boat and racing you. And as they do, the captains are kind of pointing it out. Making little arm motions of the, like the dolphins jumping.
Artak.
By the middle of the first day, you guys have finally got the rhythm down. You know when the captain's about ready to swing the sail in the opposite direction. And as the sail goes about, y'all duck. Artek, you were about to say something there when I interrupted you.
I was saying, like, anytime that the captains were talking, he would be trying to just process more of the language and everything based off the movements and what's being said, and again, just try to actively interpret it.
Gotcha.
Keep his brain going.
Keep his brain going, yes. After about 8 hours of sailing, the sun's slowly starting to go down. You hear the lovely sound of bamf and the smell of brimstone. Stronger than most times.
On whose ship? Because we had to split it.
Well, yep, that's true. So everybody, including Sheik, who's on boat 1.
That would be me.
You, Sheik, Lex, and Noman.
I thought Noman was on the other ship.
Yeah, Noman was. Yeah, Noman can be on the other ship. Noman's so small and light, it doesn't matter which ship she's on.
Yeah.
Those 4.
So everyone on ship 1 will smell that brimstone real nice. Ship 2 is close enough that they can smell it, but not as strongly as the people on ship 1. Sheik, as you smell the brimstone, as you hear the bamf, your arm is being squeezed very tightly. And we'll let Elena take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, she danced in, like, clutching Sheik's arm like she had when she is damped out, but she's back to her normal self. She is covered in bullet holes. She sort of mutters and like jerks away from him. Sorry. And then passes out.
How hurt does she look?
Hurt enough to pass out from her wounds.
God damn it.
She's dead, Jim.
Alrighty.
God damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a cleric.
Seeing that, and how badly that Alea's fucked up, he's going to go over and attempt to and do his healing hands ASMR ability.
Yeah. Sheik's gonna hit her with cure wounds.
All right, roll it up.
I just did it in the chat.
Oops.
Thank you.
2, 8.
And then an additional 3.
Nice.
Lex is going to cast Mage Armor on himself because it's been 8 hours.
Okay. Elena, that would, let's see, that's 8 plus 3, 11.
11. Yep.
Yep. Would that be enough to wake you up?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you wake
What's
up,
that?
you see Archek above you and Sheik right next to you.
I think I'm getting
Hi.
better. I think I'm getting better at healing.
You couldn't get any worse.
Ouch, but all right.
Lex is going to pat him on the back.
I'll take it. I'll take a bird, dude.
Sorry, what just happened?
You
How did
were
we get back on the ships?
old.
I was.
And
Oh,
yes.
what?
Yes, and you owe me a prophecy here. You told everybody else some cryptic humbo mumbo jumbo stuff, and I didn't get shit before he poof away again.
I'm sorry, what? You want a prophecy?
Yes. You said some cryptic stuff. You told short guy over there that Lex would die if he didn't say some stuff to the witch doctor or something like that. And then Noman to stay away from windows and doors for some reason.
Okay. What? The windows.
I think what he's trying to say is an older version of you showed up to us and being very prophetic.
Okay. Okay. And you want a prophecy from me for some reason.
Because everyone else got one, and you bamfed out before you got to me.
You
Well,
will
technically,
eventually fulfill your dreams of Seth? Like that?
I'll take it. And he'll...
Right.
Does Alea have her armor on? She's back in the plate, right?
I sure hope so.
Every time
It
you just don't have armor
Yeah.
constantly throughout this whole time.
Always.
Yeah, she's back in her armor, but was it plate or leather?
It's plate, because you gave the...
Okay.
Or, sorry, chain.
Oh, it's chainmail?
Yeah.
Perfect. She's gonna like extend his claws, hook that into the chainmail, and just lift Alea up to where she's on her feet. You worry us like that again, and you won't have to worry about disappearing.
Sorry?
I mean, you were essentially gone for like most of the other day.
Suppose that explains the bows.
Yes, and you came back as an old woman, and were very
And a
full
child.
with me.
She goes like bright red. What?
I'll let someone else explain to save your dignity.
Let's just say the prophetic version of you, older version of you, was handsy.
Particularly with Big Cat here.
It's gonna
Like, shrinks
be a
away.
low, rumbling
Oh,
growl.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize. Just keep your wits about you in public from now on.
Promise I'll try. Don't know that much can be said about what I don't remember.
Lex leans over and quietly, like, if you ask me, I'm pretty sure he enjoyed it.
She goes even brighter red.
As Elena is basically turning into a
tomato.
tomato or lobster, whichever the case may be. In this case,
Either works.
the boat captains are keep on tacking in and out of the wind. Another couple of hours. It's finally getting to be sunset. Y'all have made it to a small island. If you have roll 20 up, I will ping that island. Give me a second.
I'm currently unable to do so.
I can do that in a sec.
Get wrecked.
Something.
We need to find something.
I don't want my computer to explode with too many things at this moment.
All we hear is just a
exploding anyway.
all we hear is just Artek. Oh, and then his screen go bright white. Oh,
Before everything shuts out.
Apparently, he has ascended to the gods, or the gods have decided to claim him. This isn't good.
So
Sinclair
long as-
looks out
so
his
long as
window
it's
and
not
just
the Greek
sees like a
ones.
beam.
No.
Sinclair just looks out his window and sees a beam shooting into the sky.
Even that
All right, the
hour
island
and a
has
half
been
away
pinged.
from him, and if he would see that shit.
The island has been pinged, and somebody moved their little target or little token there. Thank you very much for doing that. They're pulling in basically into that small cove right on the north. Looking around, you notice that the one volcano that is on that island is smoking awful heavily. You don't see anything coming down it, being shot out of it, just smoke. They tie the boats together. They throw our Baylor anchor overboard, just kind of secure themselves there. Just kidding, Baylor.
Thud.
But they do anchor in here for the rest of the day. Considering in about another hour, the sun is finally starting to set. Everybody roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh,
Fun.
Can we use real dice?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can use your
please.
dice.
Thank you.
Okay, good, because typing with
Zero.
on the phone issue is not very easy right now. How did you get a 0?
I
roll
have
a
a
one
negative
and then a
1, and I
negative?
rolled in that one.
I rolled mine and rolled 20.
That's fine. What'd you get?
Bruh, I got an 8.
River, what'd you get over there on roll 20? Because that means I gotta walk to the other side of the porch.
0. I gotta use the bathroom so you can explain it while I'm gone.
Okay.
Ixon got a 14.
14 on Ixum.
The second
Thanks,
number
Paul.
would be the disadvantage,
The lower of the two numbers.
lower of the two. Okay, 16.
Okay.
Chance.
Sorry, Ixon got a
He
9.
got
I
it.
forgot you the disadvantage.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Chance.
Chance got a 10.
All right.
12 for Lex at disadvantage.
All right.
Oh,
Alright.
hold on. Actually, hold on. No, it's 4. No, it's 16. Sorry.
All right. Artek, what'd you get?
A 3. 4
A
minus
3.
1.
And Cheek, you.
You got an 8.
I also.
Session's not going to go over well for us.
Oh well. The only person who saw jack shit on this boat is Lex.
Yeah. Let's see. Baylor got a 12, and Noman got a. Oh, Noman got a 9.
Okay, question: is everybody supposed to be on? Are we still on the ships, or are we supposed to
Yeah,
be on the
You're
beach?
still on the ships. They haven't pulled far enough into the cove to get off the beach. Wait, River,
okay.
if you want to get on the beach, it's a little bit of a swim. You're more than welcome to do it.
I don't think so.
No.
All right, so as they get the boats finally tied together, the anchor thrown overboard to hold them in place and not drifting towards the shore or out to sea, they start breaking out, nightly rations. And as you all sit around the boats, the sun slowly sinks. Everybody who rolled under a 15,
Which is
so most of you,
everyone.
is looking at, the waves coming by, the volcano that's blowing smoke out of its top. Elena apparently has her eyes shut while she eats.
Sheik is looking at Alea.
She's tired.
You're looking at Elena.
Chance
Everybody
would
who
probably be.
Artak is watching Sheik watch Alea.
Chance is probably going to be sitting in the bow of the ship after eating, just kind of looking over at the water.
Now, keep in mind, these are catamarans, so you're sitting on the front.
Yeah.
River will have unwrapped herself from the mast enough to eat, since the boat is stationary and there's no hint that anybody's going to be trying to get her out on the water. She'll she's still up against the mast, but she's not clinging to it.
Is anyone nearby, Chance? By any chance?
Well, yeah, Chance. You got River, you got Ixum, you got Noman, and you got Baylor and the captain nearby.
Like within 5 feet?
Within 10.
Okay. They notice nothing.
Okay. Everybody who rolled a 15 or better. So I think there's only 2 of you. Your eyes are looking at the sun as it finally goes below the horizon. And just for the briefest of second, you see a green flash.
Oh, what was that? Somebody else tell me you saw that.
I think it may have been one of our friends from the island. A very green type.
Chance will kind of look up and kind of shake himself out of a little bit of a daze. I didn't notice anything. I wasn't paying attention.
Don't tell me that you think it's the and she just can't get the word out.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
If it was the dragon, we don't. They're probably long gone by now.
Possibly.
That's why I said probably.
As the full moon comes up, you guys can see your captains both kind of hunkering down next to the next to the masses. You know, crossing their arms, across their chest, just nodding their head down. They're going to sleep. You guys ain't going anywhere tonight.
Well, after
Chance would
seeing,
return.
oops, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, after having seen that flash and getting, very nervous, River says, "Well, I can't sleep yet, so I guess, well, I don't know if there's much to guard against, but I'll stay awake and keep watch, or I'll keep watching around."
Chance will kind of nod. I'll be over here if anyone gets me, and he's just gonna head back to the front of the boats again and just kind of sit there.
Ixon replies, "It's fine. Just wake me for a second and watch then."
I'm guessing from her 0 that Alea has already started on the long rest.
Yeah, if she'd like to. Noman and Baylor are going to crash out.
I'll also
Yeah.
take first.
I forgot who's on which boat.
Well, since both boats are tied together, it doesn't really matter at this point. But
Okay.
on boat 1 would be Elena, Lex, Artek, and
Got you.
Sheik. Everybody else is on boat 2.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So, what Artek, Sheik, Elena, Lex, what are y'all going to do?
Alea's already asleep.
Lex is also, he's going to take first watch. He volunteered to take first watch.
Big Cat, you want to take first watch with Lex, or first rest?
I'll take first watch. And she's gonna remove his big ceremonial wrap, which I don't want to call a kilt anymore because dirty bastard. She's gonna take all that off, cover Alea up with it, and then go on this boat. Is there a raised portion for where the captain would stand?
No.
Well, shit. All right. Well,
These are your classic catamarans. 2 hulls, wood across the middle, 1 sail.
All right. Yeah, so he'll just go to one of the ends of the ship and kind of chill.
All right.
Artak's gonna kind of go on the opposite side of where the captain is on the mast, and also lean his glaive as well, where it's still within reach or such. Just
Okay.
also start to nod off for a moment.
All right. First shift goes surprisingly easy. You think you saw a fin pop up, but you couldn't tell if it was dolphin or shark about 30 feet away. Other than that, really no big deal.
Real quick, I'm just gonna remind Lex of something. I remember there was a few sessions ago you said you wanted to talk to Sheik about something, or has that moment already passed?
No, we'll get up with that. Not here on the boat
Okay,
per se.
cool. Just wanted to remind since.
Yep.
Cool.
Since I keep forgetting, appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, since we all forget.
Yeah.
I'm now very, very concerned.
As you should be.
Nothing to be concerned about. Relax.
He's just wanted to ask if you are willing sacrifice.
Sure.
So if we did this, would you mind going under the knife?
I mean, like, Sheik Loki has a death wish. If it would permanently kill him, he'd be 100% down for it.
As first shift is starting to wake up second shift, a tremendous explosion happens on the island that you guys are basically right off the shore of.
Oh, not good.
Holy hell.
Anybody looking over towards the island will notice that the top of the volcano is now
Coming towards us.
extremely red and looks like it's bleeding fire. The other thing you'll notice is there seems to be very large fireballs being shot out the cone in all directions.
Oh, we gotta go.
Hearing that explosion, both your captains jump straight awake, giving them about 2 seconds to realize that, hey, this volcano is blowing its top and shooting lava bombs at you. You don't see them pull up the anchor. You don't see them break away both ships from each other. All you see is them cutting ropes to get away from each other and get those sails up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Hartak can help with cutting the ropes, then he will absolutely just start slicing them.
River
Lex
goes
will-
back. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, River, seeing that obviously we're about to go back out to sea, and having seen the volcano, she becomes totally worthless again and grabs the mast and is like, "Oh fuck, not again."
Lex moves to the back of the ship and he's going to start making arcane sounds and doing some goofy shit. And then the boats will alternate moving 5 feet at a time. One then the other, one then the other, while they're getting the ropes together and whatnot.
Anybody else doing anything else?
Alright.
Chance on his boat would be attempting to aid in getting the ropes and sails and everything in place. He seems rather sluggish, though.
Okay.
One heck of a
Take some
way
Sheik.
to wake up, cool cat.
Take some
Really
Sheik, y'all
not
doing
over-
anything?
try to assist as well with getting things moving.
Okay.
So what? Certainly a way to wake up, huh, Cool Cat? As he's also slicing the ropes as well.
All right. So, Artek, you basically cut the back rope, or the rope on the back, tying the two ships together. The captain of boat 2 gets out of the way of Ixom and Lex on cutting the forward rope, tying them together, and goes over and starts slicing through the anchor rope. As y'all get done, the captains are basically, giving you the idea of, hey, pull up on those ropes to raise the mast and let's get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
As the ropes are going up, those nice lava bombs are starting to land. If it wasn't for Lex's wonderful spell, boat 1, you would have been basically incinerated. But since y'all moved, everybody on the back of the boat now has had a nice hot shower from the water coming back down.
Yeah.
Jack, you were going to say something?
Yeah. Well, you kind of solved it all. I was gonna have Artak kind of yell out in terms of like, because essentially he it's going back to his training of, oh, we're under fire, we need to deflect this shit, of and either yelling to his ship or to the other ship, anybody with any long range magical stuff that can maybe be able to blast some of those, do that and intercept them. Do not let them get close.
No, right.
Quick DM question.
A quick DM answer.
How
Yes,
big
dragon
can
turtles can eat anything.
How big can a spiritual weapon be?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I thought it was
I will say
5 foot by 5 foot.
it won't be that big. I will say it can be no bigger than maybe a great sword or a two-handed battle axe.
I was thinking about using it as like a big ass shield.
Two-handed battle axe might protect one person.
My general line of thinking was it because he can move it and put it really wherever, if he can like catch any of the rocks as they're coming down to make them like glance off of it away from the boat was the general line of
That's the
thinking.
general idea. Yeah, I follow you now. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get one that big.
Okay, never mind then.
The captains start tacking in and out of the wind, just trying to get these boats moving. About the same time as boat 2 catches a good breeze, lava bomb falls right behind it, and basically everybody on there just took a shower also. Nice and hot.
Chance is going to use Ray of Frost to basically turn the water that's coming at them to snow.
Okay. Should do that. As the water now turns into large chunks of snow, just the heat and the humidity of being in a tropical environment changes the snow back to water. And instead of a nice hot shower, you now get a cold shower.
That didn't work as well as I'd hoped.
It takes a good.
But hey, it was
30.
cool.
It was cool, and I'm sure River really appreciated all that water falling on her.
See, it doesn't. The cold doesn't bother Chance at all.
Doesn't bother him anyway.
Exactly. Thank you for seeing that.
Yes.
All right, so we've now got Frozen Cat on the boat too. The boats they're gaining speed and getting out of the way. You're still dodging lava bombs as they're being thrown out, but you're not getting as wet. After about 30 minutes, you managed to get enough distance between y'all and that island that you can see most of the island is on fire from where you are due to pyroclastic flows, lava, other, lava bombs not aimed at y'all. And the captains continue to sail by moonlight.
I know this would be a different plane, like for our attack. This, you know what? No, that's a stupid ass question. I was gonna say, like, could he like try and find which way is north and like try to figure that out by the stars, even though like again I like if this isn't his plane and thus not his stars, his sky, I guess.
Yeah. Roll me a survival check.
I don't think I'm good at those. No. $12.
12. Yeah, you don't figure it out.
Got it. The one is staring at me. I'm gonna make it turn away from me.
You think you know which way is north, but if it is, then well,
yeah, he don't know.
He don't know. And on the water, there's no telling.
No.
As the night goes on, the captains are still sailing. Everything's nice and peaceful. They're still having to tack in and out of the wind. But as the sunlight starts creeping over the horizon, you notice a black form coming at you. A very large black form on the surface.
In front of us?
In front of
behind
y'all.
us?
In front of y'all.
In the water or above the water?
On the water.
On the water.
Is it plainly not a boat?
Well, at this distance, you really can't tell, but with the light coming up and y'all getting closer to it and it getting closer to you, you finally see it is a boat. In
Is
fact,
it a familiar ship?
well, I was just about to say it. Yes, it is.
You're worse than players with dark vision.
Hey, I
players-
have dark vision. Thank you very much.
As
the
boats are getting, the boats are getting closer and closer and closer. Those of you, what's the range on dark vision? 60 feet.
60 feet.
96.
60 feet.
120 feet.
120 feet. Thank you.
Oh, wow,
I
so
have.
special.
Some people have different stuff. But Lex has 120 feet of dark vision.
All right. Well, it's still out of range, but yeah, just given the shape and as the sun is coming up and as you're getting closer to it and it's getting closer to you, you do realize it is a boat You realize it is a 3-mast sailing ship. You realize it's about twice the size of your boats, at least on height. As the sun finally gets up, it gets just close enough where you can see the name Sea Dragon on the front of it, and then disappears out of sight. Poof.
It
Great.
just vanished, not behind anything, not in the mist, nothing.
Just vanished. As it vanished, you also notice that the sun is now completely above the horizon.
Sheik's immediately gonna look at Alea like it's her fault.
Arthur's just going to
Lex
be
is gonna-
rubbing his eyes.
Lex is going to throw an Eldritch Blast at the last place he saw the boat.
Yeah, that Eldritch Blast goes skipping out above the water and hits absolutely nothing.
It's been long enough for Alea to have a long rest since she's been.
Oh, yeah.
down.
Yeah, you could have had 2 long rests by now. I mean. All right, people on boat 2. What are y'all doing?
Missed quite a bit of what happened there. My Discord was crashing a little bit.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay, so quick recap. As the sun was coming up, y'all saw the Sea Dragon again. The Sea Dragon is that ship y'all encountered right when you first got to the island. As the sand got to above the horizon, the ship disappeared right in front of your eyes.
So for that brief moment when they're able to recognize what ship it is, Chance is going to be getting into like a runner stance, and then it's going to disappear, and he's going to just sit there for a moment before rubbing his eyes and looking back to where the ship was.
Okay. River, Exum, you doing anything?
Take a guess.
Yeah, you're holding on to the mast.
No, just looking off where the ship was and scratching my head.
All right. And with that, it's a new day, and let's take a 5-minute bio break. All right, so I think we're all back. So we shall take off. Okay, so day 2. Both boats are still tacking in and out of the wind. The captain of boat 2 decides, River looks like she needs a little joy here in her life.
Oh no.
And signals to the rest of the party to all pile up on, the right side of the boat. Hold on to whatever they can. And as he tacks back into the wind, he makes sure that sail gets full of wind, nice and catched up, and leans himself as well back over to your side, lifting the boat onto one pontoon. And just watches River's face.
Bastard!
After a
It is
good
that-
couple. Go ahead.
It is at this moment, seeing that reaction, Chance is going to actually grin. A legit grin for the first time since anyone has known him.
Not to be outdone.
Why do
Captain-
I imagine, like Winnie the Pooh, like whenever the narrator turns the book, whenever Tigger's stuck up in a tree, and just that the whole way through it, and just River's just holding on, and you screaming.
That would be a good explanation of that. But not to be outdone.
Oh, good. Ours is going to do tricks too.
The captain of boat 1 sees what's going on. Doesn't give anybody on board boat 1 notice. Looks at where Sheik is. Notices Elena right next to him.
There we go.
Grabs a full sail, or wind full of sail full of wind, and leans that way too, bringing his boat up on one pontoon. Artek,
Yep.
Lex, roll dexterity saving throws.
Can I pop my wings?
You can,
Cool.
but still roll a dexterity saving throw.
I was gonna say, can it at least like help me out, so that whenever we do go, like if we're being somewhat launched, that I can just sail over.
Yeah, you sure can.
Is it just
Yeah,
still a straight roll
3.
for me, or do I have do I get a boost?
I'll give you a boost.
The
Do it
one,
with it.
the one fucking roll. Hold on, let me get it turned. Let it on a fucking. The only nat 20 I will get this session, and it is for a fucking dex save. 21 total.
I
Elena,
mean, I get ample opportunity to save Alea with her 3.
yeah, that
let's
21,
see.
you managed to hold on, Sheik, and you managed to see Elena, who's starting to slide off. You grab her by the back of the neck.
Can I just grab her by the arm and like lower her near the water?
Sure.
Let's see. What bonus did I get?
Lex, is that 11?
That is correct.
Lex, you managed to grab onto something as the boat starts tilting up.
Whoa.
What
hell?
boost did I get?
You got advantage on yours since you popped your wings.
Cool. 19.
Oh yeah, you managed to grab onto something just as your wings pop out.
Oh no, I'm gonna use the momentum to just kind of glide around and start
Oh,
flying
okay.
around.
Well, you pop your wings and off you go.
I can fly.
All I can hear is King Julian at that point. I can fly.
I can fly.
But yes.
Now the question is, can you land?
Probably. I would hope so.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Yeah, like I said, just use the momentum of that movement to just launch myself in the air and just start going around, keeping up with trying to keep up with the ship. And if I see that it starts to get away from me, I'll land.
All right. Well, they don't do it they're not up on the platoon, one platoon for that long. Maybe about 10, 15 minutes before they, not exactly gently lower the other side down, but it does come down.
Then Lex will turn and promptly give the captain the bird.
Oh, that bird. I thought you meant your other bird.
He's not really Lex's type.
Yeah, but the question is he the Raven's type?
The questions we must all ask our characters. Yeah, whenever it levels out, our attack will just land and go like, "That was cool. Let's do it again."
Well, I'm just going to say that she is a semi-manifestation of the Raven Queen, so I think Sinclair is more of her type
Oh,
than
God.
the boat captain.
And on that note,
DM has no response.
the rest of the day goes pretty much, very peaceful. Occasional shark will swim by, dolphins jumping in front of you. At one point, there are a couple of dolphins racing you. And you start to see land that looks like it could be the mainland, the main island, because it's on that side of the boat. As the sun is going down on the second day, you notice the captains are not pulling in anywhere. And they're pointing to the water while you still have light and saying, holding their, giving you, the shushing motion to be quiet like they did on the way out.
Chance is going to immediately turn to Noman.
No one's going to look at Chance like, you do it, you will die. Anybody looking overboard?
Yes, Lex will look overboard and an orb size of a baseball will appear in his hand. Just in
Yeah, I
case.
guess looking.
All right, as y'all look overboard and into the water, since it's nice and clear, and you still have enough light, you don't see the dragon turtle.
But the question
You
is,
see the
what-
impression of where he was laying, just by the broken coral. But that's about it. Artek, you were going to say something?
Oh no, I was gonna say, but what do we see? You don't see the dragon turtle. The kraken, however.
Yeah. You see
Plainly.
tropical fish.
View.
You see tropical fish swimming around, broken coral, a shark. But the captains still keep on going. As the sun finally sets into the west, from the east you start seeing small glows ahead of you. They're still a good distance away. The captains continue on about another 6 hours. Those glows all the time getting closer and closer. You're starting to make out their fires.
Hey, bird dude.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Do we want to see what you can see, or what your bird can see?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Because that could be either safety or not.
So, Dahlia will fly out of Lex's chest and take flight and head towards the
Head towards the
fires.
glow of the fires.
Yep.
She gets to her maximum range from you. And even with her eyesight, you can make out their fires. You can make out people standing around them. A few small buildings. That's about it, with as dark as it is.
Okay, then she'll circle around and come back, fly
Yeah.
into his back.
It takes about another 2 hours. The moon is at its zenith. Take about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. When you finally make it back to Tanaroa. As you make it back, you kind of scare the guards down at the beach. But once they see it's y'all, they kind of calm back down and send for one of the ones who can at least talk to y'all.
Lex is going to cast Comprehend Language, so even if they don't know, he can still maybe pick up cues from anybody who's talking.
Yeah, your Comprehend Language spell, I mean, you're getting the idea of the guard saying, did we have ships out? You know, I thought these people were out of here. Yeah, they're kind of confused. It's like, what's going on? We didn't know we had boats still out. As the boats finally are getting pulled out of the water after you all unload all your equipment, treasure chest, a rickety wagon.
I stand by my statement.
We're gonna hear.
We're
gonna hear something from Baylor.
Baylor.
just to,
rickety.
Just, you know, what? An hour and a half after after the video has been dropped and it immediately watched. Why are you all saying it's rickety?
It's rickety. As you know, as the boats are getting pulled up and you all unloading, Rihu, the tribal elder, is escorted down, and with the moonlight and the fire, you can see, you know, her face is gone from, oh my God, why the hell did you wake me up, to a big smile. Oh, good, you made it back.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, there's always doubts around here.
There
Wait.
was.
Yes.
You
Okay,
guys
so-
need a lot. You guys need to get a more positive outlook on like everything, dudes.
And you need more
Okay.
experience.
Okay, I'm positive one of these days we're going to die.
You see, that's what I mean.
But Artex,
Very-
you look,
If we were better informed that there was a dragon on that island, probably would have been a little bit better.
There was a dragon on that island.
Two.
Rihu looks at you and says, there's not supposed to be a dragon on that island.
Well, there was two of them.
There's
Granted,
not-
one of them looked like it had just gotten there.
And
It's true.
Lex, you see her face drop. 2 dragons?
Yes.
This is not good. There's only 1 dragon on this island, and it's all the way in the northeast.
Was it big
Right.
green and little red, right? Or was it big red and little green?
Big red,
uh,
big green, little red.
Big green, little red.
Yeah.
A big green one?
Yeah, one of the kings.
One.
Yeah, there's also a smaller red one.
I don't know about a smaller red one, not on this island. And
It
not
was
on the
a
islands
challenge.
around here.
It was a challenge for territory. Your king won.
Yeah, but that's still disheartening, because now that means he's awake.
And on the opposite side of where he should be. Since we were
Yes.
what, in Southwest.
It's very likely he's claimed the entirety of the island and the surrounding islands as his own.
Well, we all know that he claims this island for his own, so maybe he is expanding his territory.
I also
But it's
think
been-
eruption's a pretty big deal.
Or my what?
The eruption, also think the eruption's a pretty big deal.
Oh, from the small island or from the two on the main island?
I don't know if I like how you answered that.
Well, if it was a small island, they erupt every couple of years.
We just happened to be there at the wrong time.
Yay. Yay for us.
But we got to see something explode.
But since you're back,
That makes it kind of better, but
I take it your mission was successful.
depends on how you deem it a success.
You found the natives you were looking for?
No.
Then I take it wasn't a success.
Then if that is your metric for success, then no.
You can visually see she's kind of confused by, yes, it was a success, but no, it wasn't.
We figured out what the X was.
We found what we believe was what these pirates were using as a base camp. Good news, it wasn't in very good condition when we got there.
Okay, and the bad news?
The bigger ship wasn't there.
And it disappears in the daylight.
With that, you basically see the color drain from her face.
I take it you already know what we've seen, even if you don't know we saw it.
No, but I know of legends. And I'll have to consult with the other elders first. But that will be in the morning. Y'all probably want a nice bed for the night. Unless you like sleeping out on the beach. I mean, I'll be more than happy to tell the guards to let you sleep here.
I
No,
would
think
be
a bed
most
would be just fine.
I would be most grateful for a nice, comfortable bed.
And hearing that, she nods over to River and turns to one of the gods. And Lex, since your spell is still going on, you basically hearing her tell the guard that to get you all set up in one of the cabins next to the wall. Whichever one happens to be empty. With that said, she looks back at you. Well, gentle beings, if you will follow this god here, he will lead you to a place where you can spend the night, and spend as many nights as you need to. I will be heading back to my sleeping quarters, and we'll contact the other elders tomorrow to talk to them and see what we can figure out. And with that, she'll look over at Artek. In the morning, sir, would you come to the pyramid and see me? I have something that I need done.
Okay. I can't really say no. You're helping us out, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. Little lady.
Thank you, sir. And with that, she looks over at Baylor, and as promised, Master Dwarf, please come as well, and I will point out where there might be a ship for y'all to use to get back to your own lands. With that, she turns and heads back into the village. The guard basically looks at you, smiles, and motions over his shoulder for y'all to come on. Anybody who follows him, he will be taking you into the village and out to the wall to one of the cabins, which is basically about 20 feet long, with enough beds for 10 people.
I'll go into the cabin and just find the closest bed, take just enough time to take my pack off my shoulders and whatever, and pull up the sheet, fall into bed, curl into a ball, go to sleep.
All right. Anybody else going with River?
Yeah, Ixom's gonna go and pack and rest.
All right. And we will end it there for the night, y'all. Congratulations, you made it back to the village.
Nice.
Now,
Didn't
homework
die.
assignment.
Oh no.
All of you will advance to level 4.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I get so many
If
more
you are
HP.
at level 4, that means
So many more
all of
HP.
y'all get feet. If you take a feat, get in touch with me before next session so we can play it out of how it might work. For example, if you wouldn't be able to take Tavern Brawler, there's no taverns. But some of the other things we might be able to work into it. If you're taking the ability score increase, just go for it. You don't need to get with me. The other part of the homework, y'all get a 10-day rest period in-game. So figure out what your character's doing for those 10 days. Artek, I've got what you're doing, so I will get with you in DMs on that one. Do we want to try this for next week or 2 weeks?
I'm good with next week.
I think I can do either.
Yeah, I'm good with next week.
Yeah, I can do next week.
All right.
I could do that.
Artek, River, Exum,
Next week.
next week. All right. All right. Next week, 8:30. Everyone
August.
say bye to everybody.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
All right.
All right, Artek.